Our world has changed overnight because of COVID-19. And for some, that world includes weekly mental health appointments. Thanks to technology, therapy and parental support is still available for you and your kids online as telehealth. Telehealth is distance healthcare done by secure video conferencing or phone. For many parents, if your child has had regular in-office therapy appointments, it may feel overwhelming to think about keeping up with the appointments, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. And I get it. This is a big change. That's why we offer online counseling for continued care. Helping your child continue to work with their therapist can make a world of difference to them as the days and weeks progress. Here's how online therapy works. Whether you or your child are a new client at Kid Matters or an existing client, the first telehealth session will be a secure online video call with the parents or caregivers and the therapist to set goals for the therapy session and to discuss how the telehealth process will work. In the second online session, your child will join us online. And here's how a typical online therapy session will go with a child. I like to think of this in 3 steps. Step 1, setting up for the online session. Before the session begins, I encourage you to double check your internet connection and set up your computer or mobile device by clicking the online session link found in the email your therapist sent you. Also, gather all or any of the materials that your child will need prior to the start of the session. And don't worry, your therapist in that first session with the parents will instruct you on individual needs for the session. But common things are things you have in the house, like stuffed animals, paper, crayons, a blanket, or Play-Doh. Step 2, beginning the session. So a therapist will begin the therapy session by saying hello and checking in with both the parent and the child. And depending on your goals, the parent may stay in the session the entire time or may be excused for a portion of the session time. But I encourage you as a parent to stay within earshot in case your child experiences any technical difficulties. Step 3, ending the session. Parents are asked to be present at the end of the therapy session in order for the therapist to hand off the child to their safe adult. And if your therapist routinely meets with you at the end of in-office sessions, your therapist may request to continue this practice. However, if privacy is an issue, this practice may be modified. Virtual therapy sessions will feel and look different than an in-office session because they are. And that's okay. Starting or keeping a routine of mental health care is important for both you and your child. It's our pleasure at Kid Matters Counseling to support you and your loved ones during this time. Email your therapist with any questions, or if you'd like to start telehealth, fill out our intake form today and we'll be in touch.